Good morning. Okay, I gotta talk about Pride of Orange for a bit. Before I do my review of the last episode, notice I'm wearing one of my Love Live shirts and my best idol here, Rico. We're gonna talk about Pride of Orange. Isn't that right, Rico? Yeah. So here's where I stand on this. Okay, hear me out. You know, the world of girls' sports animes does not appeal for most fans. We still talk about these sports animes that's making a difference. You know, Prince of Tennis, Haikyuu, Yamushi Pedal's coming back, Slam Dunk getting a movie. Everything that we know is coming back. And next year's around the corner with new sports animes that's coming out, especially a golf anime. Our first ever female golf anime. And I said that, and I say like that because the rise of female sports animes is getting better and better with ease. It's getting better. And I think most people slept on these girl sports animes because it's like it's like they don't really care about the storyline. We just want to see some action. We want to see that. And I get it. I get it. Most male sports animes have that action-packed thing, thrilling thing you want to see. But with female sports animes, they want to it's not it's not as up there yet, but it's climbing up there to a point where you want to know about the characters and the sport that it is. Like, it doesn't have to be that type of sport. As long as it give us matches to us to talk about on a regular basis, that's what it is. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, Haruka Receive had matches. Keijo has some matches. Despite what it is, Keijo has some matches. I'll slide one in. I recommend watching Rock Climbing Girls. And Rock Climbing Girls was great seeing these females climbing rock. I mean, like, and that's an actual sport. Now, ice hockey, I understand ice hockey is not the ideal sport for most fans. Hockey is not the type of fan that everybody talks about. I mean, how often people talk about hockey on a regular basis? I mean, I know what the NHL season is, but we don't talk about that. We talk about, like, most commonly is football because of NFL and basketball, the NBA. I get that. But we don't really talk about ice hockey because everybody's not really thrilled about the whole ice hockey thing. Now, with Pride of Orange, the last episode of Pride of Orange hit me to an all-time low, right, Rico? Yeah. Yeah. It hit me to an all-time low. You know, when I mean, like, not bad, what I mean to say is badass episode. This episode was a total badass. I loved it. I was in motion. I was in tears. I was like, oh my God. The moments. That's the thing about sports animes. It's the moments. And just like this, I was shaking so feeling. Oh, matter of fact, I should have added this one in. Uma Mesune. And I did reviews of Uma Mesune for the 2 seasons they did. Uma Mesune Pretty Derby is the shit, and it had an app game. And now Pride of Orange is getting an app game next year, and I'm downloading that. I am really going to download that app when it comes out in March. So without further ado, let's get right to it with Pride of Orange episode 12, the last episode. Okay. So, you talk about a match. This was a match to be talked about for most Pride of Orange fans, Love Live fans, Cyber Agent fans, all this kind of. But still, what Pride of Orange left us is one of those moments that screams, "This was an episode to be talked about." So let's see. On the one hand, let's look at the badness for a bit. On the one hand, you got Snow White, the dominant force because of Maya Walker, the most dominant force in that team. She's always a one-sided team. It's just her. Then you look at the Dream Monkeys. The Dream Monkeys are the underdogs. They're the underdogs. Let's look by the underdogs. I mean, like, this was a team that wasn't even established like professional hockey players. No, the Dream Monkeys were a bunch of girls who just wanted to try out ice hockey, and then the moment they tried it out, they just like, I want to play in the team. It's not like oh, this person has years of experience. No, they just want to play ice hockey, and then every episode it gets better and better with these. So they're like the underdogs. Now, as the match progressed, remember they scored one goal. Snow White scored, so it was 1-0. And I was scared because like I said, I want the score to be like 4-3, and I said that was going to be that moment. And then everybody had this idea of targeting Maya because Maya was going to be the target. But by looking at that match, it was mostly Dream Monkeys versus Maya Walker. That was it. They were always trying to one-up Maya. Thanks to the coach, and I love the coach. You're talking about when it comes to sports animation, it's always the coach. It's always about the coach that makes a good team. And the players, but mostly the coach. I love the coach. I love the coach. I need to get a card or a banner of her. She telling people these weaknesses, how to stop Snow White's defense and offense, and trying to stop Maya Walker because she knows, and people in Snow White knows that pass the puck to Maya. That's it. It's like one of those. It's like a game where it's just like pass the ball to him. We're gonna score. Pass the ball to him. We're gonna win. Pass the ball to him. And that's how it is every single time. So in this one, it's like, oh, Maya just like, we're gonna pass the puck to Maya. But now the struggle is on Maya because she's trying to score a point, and they all find her defense. I mean, there was one moment when she hit the puck, but leave it to Kyle to shoot, like to block it. Everybody was cheering. I'm like, yes! Yo, as intense as it was, both going defense and offense, it was really freaking good. And then when it leads to you, now everybody knows you. From the Snow White team, everybody knows you. So, because you was always the one-sided, she's always herself. She's always that one MVP player that you got to pass it to. So when they saw you assist, pass it to Monica, and scored a point, they were surprised, but everybody was happy that they scored. They scored against Snow freaking White, 1-1. I was talk about an intense ice hockey anime. I'm telling you, recommend this show for most people out there who may not love ice hockey, but watch this match. And then Maya, oh my God, Maya. That was a bullshit move right there. Let me tell you what happened. So Maya, it's like we know Maya's weakness. So Maya is trying to get the puck in, trying to go with her speed. But then, when she saw, what's her name? Aya, Monica's sister, she bumped into her. And I'm like, oh shit. That was an intense push. Now, I get it. When it comes to ice hockey, you expect to take off their helmets, take off their gloves, and start fighting. But I don't think it's worse. I don't think we're going to do that. I'll be honest, I don't think we're going to see them going at it with their helmets off, gloves off, and start fighting. I mean, if they did that, if they would have did that, I would have said it's better than Haikyuu. I kid you not. If Pride of Armors was to go to another step of fist fights, you know how in hockey they take their helmets on, gloves up, and start like, ugh. If they were to do that, oh my God, put that over Haikyuu. I'm sorry. Okay. Now Maya gets the penalty. Now they're in a power play. So the Dream Monkeys thought they had the opportunity. Like, okay, Maya's out, the MVP's out, their best ace is out. Okay, so now we got to focus on ourselves. We got this. So as they were on the offensive, Eri, who's does from Snow White, she finally told her team, see, this is what I was talking about. All you're concerned about is Maya. We got this. And I get Eri. Now, I get Eri's frustration. I get it. She wants Snow White to be focused on, like, other players, but it's not one versus all. It's not Maya versus the Dream Monkeys. No, we're Snow White. We're against the Dream Monkeys. That's how it's supposed to go. So I get Eri's frustration on this. So Eri, waking up from this and telling her team, and, she was playing really well. They were playing really well on the defensive side. And then Maya came back on the field. And when Maya came back on the field, Maya understands, like, oh, don't worry about it. Because the thing is, Maya it's like she knows her role and she understands why. And it's like, with Maya, she's like, don't worry about it. It's okay to pass the puck to me. It's like, So it's basically she's not the bad guy. She's not. She just understands her role, and it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, you know what I mean? So okay, back to the game. And as tense as it was, oh my God, I was really cheering for Dream Monkeys at this point. I was like, please win this, Dream Monkeys, because it was scored 1-1. And looking at that goal, I'm like, oh my God. And then we had the third period. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. I was squeezing Rico like this, like, oh no, 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 no. It was intense. And then when you pass it to Monica, they're like, okay, this is not the same you we know. Because remember, you back then would have been like doing all the things herself. But now that they see you have changed, Ari blocked it. That assist, no more, blocked it. I'm like, oh. And in that moment, I'm like, Snow White's going to win? Is Snow White going to win? Is Snow White going to win? And then out of nowhere, here comes, they blocked it again. And Rico felt all the collision, the kapush, the animation of them playing ice hockey was so phenomenal. So phenomenal. And then at the last second, seconds away. Sorry, Rico, I'm just hyped. Seconds away. It was in that moment, here we go. Pass the ball to Maya. Pass the puck. The bonds connected to our hearts, so they passed the puck. The puck over. Monica got the last second. Monica got the puck at the last second, trying to skate her way around. And then at like almost seconds, 2 seconds away to score. The Dream Monkeys beat Snow White 2-1. Yo, the underdogs, the Dream Monkeys, have won. They in A Cup. They in the A Championship. From B to A to the world. To the world, guys. To the world. And I was, oh my God. In the words of Ric Flair when he won the Royal Rumble back in the 90s, with a tear in my eye. This has been the biggest moment of my life. And when I look at this, you see, watching them score that last second point, it felt butterflies out of my stomach because it felt like with Tokai Tejo from Uma Mesune. You remember Uma Mesune, Pretty Derby? Remember it was on Tokai Tejo? I was in tears, crying and happy with my video. I was happy that Tokai redeemed herself. I was in tears for that moment. And then watching the Dream Monkeys has come through so much over the last 12 episodes, through every character's development, through every struggles they had, through the injuries, the problems they have. They won. And the matches they had, they won. Even without Mommy on the team, they won. I'm not saying if Mommy was on the team, they would lose. No. Due to friendships they had, even when Mommy left, they still won. The bonds connected to the puck. And just like this, the Dream Monkeys won. Now, what better way to end this thing with some dancing? Now, I know that people are gonna say this. Let me say it. Why are they dancing on ice? They're not wearing anything to cover them. They're not falling. Like, they performing really well on the ice. That's the biggest question right there. And to me, that's also the biggest question. How the hell are they dancing on ice? They don't have ice skating. They just dancing on ice. Is that even possible? Is it? But like I said, the performance they gave us was spectacular, and I loved it. I love it. So now, but you gotta understand, the GM of the U18 is seeking talent. Because remember, from B to A to the world. And I love their performance. And just like that, we got to see Canada versus Japan. Now, I understand that Mommy's on the team. They showed it. And I understand how it ended with Canada versus Japan and that closing moment. But I get it. I want to see more. I want to see more of Pride of Orange. I actually want to see more. Just like Uma Misune, I want to see more of Pride of freaking Orange. I legit want to see more Pride of Orange. I really do. Now, overall, this was an amazing episode. Full of guts and stomach. Like, in terms of guts, I mean, like, oh my God, the intensity, the match. It was really fun. It was really great. The score was 2-1. And I'm like, and I said it before it was 4 I thought it would be 4-3, but 2-1, down. That's what we call a fucking match. Okay. And again, I don't see nothing wrong with Pride of Orange. I didn't see nothing wrong. The only minor thing that I have, just a minor thing, not like a major thing. The minor thing I have is that it's kind of quick for them to even go to like Champion A, and I'll tell you why. Let's be honest. You know, when it comes to sports animes, it's always the one team, a main team, that they lose in the first season. But then when you go to the second season, they beat that rival, and they move on to the top. So it's like, you know what I mean? So look at Tokai Teo. Tokai, and I'm comparing this to Uma Misune because they're both the same. Like with Uma Misune, when Tokai lost both her matches that she had to win, in the last episode she redeemed herself and won. So when I look at Pride of Orange, I know people saying, "Oh, they rushed the Dream Monkeys. They were supposed to lose against Snow White and then win, and then the next season they beat Snow White." So I get why people might have a problem with that. And then people think it's too quick for them to even win. Okay. But still, an intense episode like this, I love this show. Now, is this a show to be recommended for people? Yes. Because for those who's into the sports animes, like it or not, this is our first ever ice hockey anime. So you gotta deal with it. That's number one. Two, it may be an all-girl sports anime, but it's a damn good show. Shows like this you gotta recommend watching, like Haruka Receive, a beach volleyball anime. That's a sport. Uma Misune Pretty Derby, despite being horse girls in anime, it's still like the track and field thing. So watch that. Keijo, that's the sport. It says so on the synopsis. That's a freaking sport. We are getting more, and especially rock climbing girls. That's also a sport. I mean, we have rock climbing in the Olympics. So that's what I'm trying to say. The rise of female sports animes is getting there. And we're getting a golf anime. So please watch that. Again, it may not be your sport, but it's a damn good show. Now, if you ask me who's my favorite character of this, it's not this Rico. Hold on. It's not this Rico from Love Live. No. It's the other Rico in The Pride of Orange. I like her spunky attitude, her spunky attitude and her friends toward Nami. I love her. I love her attitude. I just loved it. But, yeah. And by the way, I swear, I want that poster. I want that Dream Monkeys poster. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. The next convention I go to, or any website, I'm gonna find a Dream Monkeys shirt, a Dream Monkey jersey that says Rico in the back, and I want a damn poster. I want that freaking poster when it comes out. Oh my god. So overall, an intense episode, and overall, I give the entire season of The Pride of Orange, I will give it a 9 out of 10. I understand that it's a good rating. Like I said, it's just the minor problems with it. That was just the minor ones. But still, I know this video is kind of long, but bear with me. I love this show. Our first ever ice hockey anime. Really good job with it. Really good job. Now I really am going to get the app game. I really am. So anyway, thank you for watching my review of Pride of Orange episode 12, my reaction review that I had to do so much for this, but I was really looking forward to it. So thank you for watching the Pride of Orange review. I look forward for next year's anime shows. We have a bunch of next year anime shows to be talking about. I'll be talking about shows like World's End's Harem and probably the golf anime if it gets my sighting on it. So thank you for watching my review of Pride of Orange, and recommend that for most people who's into sports animes. And wait for the next year when the app game comes out, because I'm sure everyone will love it. So thank you.